Hey, I'm Rebecca Shores. Welcome to my channel. I haven't been here in forever, so we're gonna do a chit chat. Get ready with me. Yeah, it's kind of rambly. I've been with a toddler a lot, and I was sick this week, so I talked and was a little more rambly than I normally am, but we're gonna just see how this goes. Yeah, this is Chit Chat. Get ready with me. I hope you like it. If you did, give it a thumbs up, because YouTube, I haven't uploaded to YouTube, so YouTube's gonna be like, who are you? Why should we show these in subscription boxes? I don't know. So yeah, we'll get started. Long time no talk. I started putting on my foundation and my mic wasn't on, so I apologize. All I've been doing, I've been wearing Cinema Secrets lately. This is a little like pot of cream foundation. I wear 60118, which is actually one of their neutralizers, but it works really well. It matches my skin tone. This is what I use for brides, and I really like using it in the summer, but I don't apply it thickly. Like, you would build this up to like a full coverage. Like, I would use this as foundation and concealer for bridal clients, but lately I've been really liking it, and like a pot lasts you forever, and it's 16 bucks. So it's been what I've been wearing a lot this summer. And I just use a really little bit on some type of large buffing brush and just buff it so you can see it doesn't cover up like my freckles. And I do have a little breakout that I need to cover still. I haven't done one of these in a long time, so this is kind of weird. And I'll kind of tell you guys what I'm doing, like right now, taking the Pixi and correcting under my eyes. I have a blog tutorial coming on this. It's all almost ready to go. It might be up before this, who knows. So yeah, I haven't posted a video in a while, and the videos that have been posted, most of them have been older. I asked on Instagram if people wanted to see some of the videos I filmed before I got while I was pregnant, I guess, that just never were posted, and people said yes. So I need to do those still. My Hakuhodo one's almost done, but I'm like so pregnant. Part of me wants to just refilm it, but I put in so much time to it, and then I was too sick. So yeah, since we haven't really chatted for a while, I have a baby now. Note the like super dark circles, because you know, don't get as much sleep. And yeah, I've been hanging out, still posting on Instagram. So if you're from Instagram, you probably see me all the time and you're like, where did you go? You've been here. But I did kind of take a break from YouTube. It was just a little too much. Sorry, I'm looking for a brush. With things going on in my personal life, I had a baby, I was pregnant, my dad was diagnosed with cancer around the time that I kind of fell off the earth too, while I was pregnant. And then I was diagnosed with postpartum OCD, so I had too much going on, and having more stress in my life, definitely, that was like way too much concealer. Wasn't really good for me, so I did kind of not YouTube due to the fact that it was just too stressful. And like, there's also a certain point where it's like I want to enjoy my baby, and now that my dad is like healthy, it's like you want to enjoy those people because time is very precious. So yeah, YouTube isn't something that brings in a ton of income for me, so I was like, okay, while I'm doing the whole mom thing, YouTube's gonna be a little more of a hobby while I more just kind of keep up Instagram and my blog. Plus, with all the changes of YouTube, I'm like, it's just stressful, and I don't really want to just go chasing after algorithms personally. I enjoy Instagram enough that like I'll play with their stupid algorithms, but YouTube, I was just like, no, it's too much. It's a lot of work in terms of time. Another thing is I'm just a big perfectionist, so I have a hard time like putting up stuff that I don't think is perfect. So I'll spend like, you know, I don't know, 20 to 40 hours on a video where it's just like a basic tutorial, but like I created my own animation that comes in from the side to tell you the titles and make sure that like did I buy this product? Was it gifted to me? And then like, it was just over the top, and you guys probably don't even care that much that those are there. So yeah, I kind of needed to be like, okay, whoa, you maybe don't have to go like 100% all the time. So watch the video by Hank Green. Definitely really like the Vlogbrothers if you don't watch them. And he talked about like getting to 80%. And I'm like, okay, I should try to do that more, because trying to get to 100%, like, it's never gonna be perfect. Also, for spot concealing, if you haven't tried this, the NARS, what is it, Soft Matte Concealer, it's so nice. That's the other thing, is I haven't been wearing on my day-to-day life as much makeup, kind of for two reasons. One, I have a baby. One thing that a promise I kind of like made to myself was, for my kind of like self-care, is I was gonna take a shower and I was gonna wear makeup the entire first year of Julia's life. And I did that. So that was good. But sometimes my makeup is just like really simple, and I have a little more of kind of like a go-to face, even though I used to never have that because I always wore different makeup. I also had very little edema like in my hands or my feet or anything when I was pregnant, but I did have the retinal swelling in my eyes. So I couldn't see very well. My vision was super blurry, and it never quite went back to my old vision. So I have to wear glasses now, so that's also been something where I'm like, I don't wear as much false lashes, and I feel like I actually like the way it looks when you have not as much makeup on your face, but you wear glasses and then you wear a bright lip. I think that looks really nice. So I don't really know where I'm going with this look yet. I do have a little bit in my brows. I'm not loving my brows, but it'll be okay. My foundation, I like though. I do know I want to use the new Glam Glow powders, but what should I put in my eyes? And I don't want to go too crazy because I have to go grocery shopping later, and I just don't want to have makeup that I have to like keep up. That's another thing. If you guys want to see this, please either tweet at me or put it in the comments. I'm going to kind of talk more about my thoughts later on. But I know I really want to keep doing things that are colorful, especially like colorful, but still what would maybe be considered more wearable. Because that's like the kind of makeup I like. And if you look at my actual artwork, it's very colorful. I also do want to incorporate more of art into my channel. I think I'm going to have my channel more just be Rebecca Shores, and I am formally trained as a fine art artist, and I've been getting back into that, and I really like that. And like, I'll go more into that in a little bit, but yeah. But one thing, but my original thought, I haven't talked to you guys in so long, I feel like I'm so rambly, but my original thought was, do you guys want to see kind of like quick makeup? Like, so many of these tutorials I feel like are something that are going to take you like 30, 45 minutes or something. Like, you can't just slap on a cut crease and go. Sometimes I'm doing my makeup and I'm like, okay, I have 10 minutes before Julie gets up, or I have 10 minutes because Julia's right here and she's trying to put on lipsticks. So if you want to see like what would be, I don't know what we'd call it, real-time, realistic, real-time, I don't know, maybe I will just do real-time tutorials. Like, I'll show you what I can put on my face in 10 minutes and like voice over them. But it's like really quick, but like still pretty, and sometimes still like high impact looks, but like are realistic, that you can put on in like 20 minutes or less. Would you like to see that? Are you interested in that? Or do you just want to see like colorful looks? Yeah. Okay, what am I gonna put on my face? All right, so I switched the lenses. So that might be why this kind of, I don't know if this looks weird to you guys, but this is the easiest way for me to zoom in and out. Partially with coming back to YouTube, I'm trying to be less like a perfectionist about it. And also just because I want content I can actually put up. So things are gonna be a little more less formal. Unless I want to do something that's just like a highly edited thing, and then it's probably gonna be like more creative than like a perfect tutorial. So I'm gonna use the Melt Gemini palette for this. I did want to zoom you in. I did it by just flipping lenses. I have two lenses I typically film with, and the 55 is like a short telephoto, or I have a 50, but 50 on my camera is closer to an 85 because of the crop lens. So yeah, it zooms me in kind of like a short telephoto. And then before I have a 24, which is closer to a 35 with my crop lens. So I've just been switching between the two of them to zoom in. I hope you guys don't mind that, but that's like the easiest way in like so much of like being able to do YouTube again is gonna come down to where can I make things a little bit easier. I rearranged my room last night and this is my wall rather than a backdrop, and like if that's okay, it's gonna make things so much easier. I used to try to set up my backdrop and then I would wake Julia up because her room's above me. So yeah, that would suck. I know this palette isn't available anymore. It's limited edition. I got it when I was at Fame. It's beautiful. You can use similar colors always. And then some of you guys will have this. So that's why another thing that I don't really like about like current YouTube, it's so like you need all the new things. I personally don't think you need all the new things. This was a palette. I don't have colors like this in my collection, so I was gonna use it. Plus I want to be able to show tutorials for people that did grab this palette. Yeah, it's beautiful. So I'm just taking Luna, which is kind of like a mustardy cream color, and I'm gonna use that as my transition shade. I'll add all my products in the bottom since I want this to be more like chit-chatty than a like formal tutorial. So these are the kind of videos I'm thinking of doing. One, I'm gonna rebrand this. I will still have my blog separate, but my YouTube channel will probably just be branded as Rebecca Shores. So it's gonna be me, and you can obviously skip whatever video you don't want to see. That's cool with me. You don't have to watch all of them. But I want to put up other content than just makeup. Something that's hard for me, again, probably because like I'm a big perfectionist, is getting stuck so I don't put anything up. Like I have a lot of content that's made, but I like just don't put it up. Or I film things and I'm like, it's not good enough, you can't put it up there. Or I'm like, oh, I want to film this thing, but it like doesn't fit my niche. So that's just not very fun. I want to put more actual art stuff, so I'm thinking of doing time lapses or talk through stuff. I might do like art tutorials, maybe like watercolors, but I might do that on Skillshare. I haven't decided. I would definitely still do makeup tutorials, and I want to do some cooking as well. And something that would go kind of across all of those, but definitely is more rooted in like the art side and going to art school, is instead of just doing normal tutorials, I do want to do technique-based ones and theory-based things. Because I feel like so many people are using different techniques and stuff, and they're just like basically copying a look exactly. And I do want to do some colorful looks that you could just copy, but I also want to teach you like why would you choose to do it this way, and that just give you those tools so that you can then, you know, on your own create your own looks, like so that you're not always being like, oh, I need to follow a tutorial to do something that's like this. I'd rather just give you the tools. And then I feel like that also helps you not kind of get the cookie cutter look where you're like, oh, I did this because of this person, but it's not like necessarily flattering for your face. So I want to bring back more of those tutorials and stuff like that as well. And I've been posting some tutorials on my blog, and I'm going to start doing more reviews there. Especially with all the algorithm changes, I'm going to start doing more on my blog because my blog doesn't have an algorithm. I kind of was well, okay, so I've been thinking about this for a while, but what kind of gave me the bigger push to actually, like, you know, film today instead of keep putting it off was Dom's back on YouTube and was kind of talking about being like more authentic and less of these like crazy produced things. But I mean, I love the crazy to produce things, but I just can't do them myself. And so I was like, you know what, that's true. And it just kind of was kind of what I was thinking in terms of the leaving the like trying to be a brand behind. Like, I don't, when it comes to making videos, because I have so many different things that I'm interested in, like I run 3 different websites. I have Rebecca Stores, which is my artist website, which I also have an Instagram for. And then I have Rebecca Stores MUA, so that's my makeup stuff, which was also YouTube, but YouTube's gonna kind of be all 3. And then I also have Wondering in Color, which is a little more of a lifestyle, like blogginess. Which I guess Wondering in Color is kind of just me branded. Except that, I don't know, I feel too embarrassed to use my own name when I put out more personal stuff. I don't know why, which is kind of stupid. Like some of my tutorials I think will be more either chit chats like this and really casual, or they'll be like super formal, but then they'll be like shorter because they'll be like well planned. Because I do like making videos like that, and I just think I just want to make videos without having like too much structure where it becomes like just too much. But yeah, I wanted to basically say like why I was gone. Family and friends are important because I definitely would kind of, you know, like do work when I was in Eugene and stuff like that instead of spending time with them. And now I have a baby and I want to enjoy her while she's little. So yeah. I think I'm gonna amp this up just a little bit and then put some on my lower lash line as well. So I'm going in with this wet again, just on like the very center part and a little bit underneath. Sorry, I need a thing closer to me. Again, the whole, like, I used to never need glasses. I could see really well. I had 20/15 vision, and so it's so weird. And I don't have my contacts in because I was like, oh no, I'm not actually gonna film this. And I was like, oh, I really should, because otherwise I'm just gonna put it off forever. Oh yeah, the more art thing. I also do plan to open an Etsy at some point. I think I'm gonna start with just like downloadable things, and then I do want to do prints eventually, but I have to wait till I feel like I have enough time to fulfill orders. I feel like it's pretty saturated right now. I tried for a while to try to get in and kind of make this take off. I just feel like at this point, maybe it's just not in the cards for me. So I'm gonna continue to do it, especially on Instagram, because I really enjoy that. But I want to start pursuing fine arts again. Especially because now I live in Seattle. There's a little more of a fine arts vibes going on. And yeah, I'm really interested to know if you want to see those kind of more, like, because I want to keep my channel very creative and kind of like the different things I create, basically. Whether that's like, I don't know, I might do some Seattle-based things. So then the creative part will be the video and maybe the storytelling. And then obviously makeup's creative, and then art is creative. But I want to do some cooking, which I find is creative. So yeah, it'll all kind of be creative-ish. Oh, and I want to do bullet journaling things. Like, I really like bullet journaling, so I want to share that with you guys too. Yeah, this video is so boring. Probably no one's gonna watch it. So yeah, nothing too crazy on the eyes. That was the color Luna, Gemini, Lorelei, Polka Dot, and Mochi. To finish up my brows, I'm gonna put a little bit of Gimme Brow through it. I'm in shade 2. Oh, another thing I've been using, which is in a, like, crazy. I actually took some before and after photos even without mascara on. I've been using Revita Lash and Revita Brow. They contacted me a while ago, and it is crazy how long my lashes have gotten on my brows. This is another thing I want to ask you guys about. Do you hate that my hair is not like gorgeous and flowy? I feel like another thing that makes me be like, oh, can I realistically do this again, is you see these videos and people have like their hair done and everything's so nice, and I'm like, I'm mostly doing this, like, Julia's napping, that's why I'm filming. So, and like, napping or like bedtime before it needs to be my bedtime too. Like those are the time when I'm also gonna have the time to edit, plus like chores and drawing, and I really want to start taking calligraphy clients again, so I really need to be practicing, you know, like an hour a day. So I have a very limited amount of time. So is it okay? My hair is lightly damp. Is that acceptable? Or do you guys want to see perfection on YouTube? That I'm gonna wear Crush. This is one of the Generation lipsticks by Glossier. I love these. One thing about them, you need to like not have other products on your lip or they just kind of slip. And I like to wear the Bite Agave mask on my lips while I'm getting ready. But yeah, I think these are so pretty. They just look like you ate a popsicle or something. Another thing that I guess this is kind of goes along with my makeup style has kind of changed. In terms of what I put on, like sometimes I'll do eye looks for Instagram and those can be like crazy and outrageous, but like my more day-to-day makeup, because I'm holding a 1-year-old and like she, like I don't wear my necklace as much anymore because she grabs it, but she'll grab it like your face or you're holding her and then she's crying, so then she's gonna kind of smear things. So things like cut creases or heavily contoured things, a super defined lipstick, if I'm gonna be out and about, just isn't as realistic anymore because those things smudge and then I feel like it doesn't look as good. Like they're very pretty when you have that more, what maybe we're gonna call it Instagram look. They're very pretty and they do take a lot of skill to put on, and they have these really clean lines. There's kind of more of a graphic feel to them, but they don't last as well because like no makeup does. Makeup is very, like it's gonna last only for a little bit and then it's going to start melting off your face. Or when you have a toddler rubbing her head on your chin, there's just not gonna be any makeup left there. So I'm taking this, I don't have any names for what the colors are. I'm taking the lightest color. I'm not sure if the second color will work for my skin or not. These BH Cosmetics, it's my Ray Ray collection brushes I really like. So I'm gonna wear Maybelline Full Soft. Again, wearing lots of just mascara. That was something that was very interesting to talk to you guys about. I really appreciate all of you guys that chat with me in the comments. There's days where I'm just like, oh my god, I need to talk to an adult human. So it's nice to have conversation with you guys, even if it's not like quite real life. It's another reason why I've been like, I should stream on Twitch. But that's really not realistic with a toddler. A lot of you guys, at least on Instagram, don't wear falsies regularly, if at all, and actually prefer just makeup looks or just mascara looks, which, because there's so many that have these big old lashes and they get tons of likes, I'm like, I kind of expected that that's what people wanted to see because it's what's popular. But at least with the people that are my most active on Instagram, that did not seem to be the case. And that was very interesting to learn. So that's why I was also asking if you guys want to see what's more kind of realistic tutorials that are still like interesting. Because like I'll give you a couple. Like I have one look that I'm like, this is very pretty, but like it's just something you could like wear to the office or to school. It's not like super interesting, but I could give you a tutorial on that. And sometimes I'm like, how can I incorporate neon orange into my look, and my look takes less than 10 minutes. So yeah, I think that's all I'm gonna wear for today. So thanks for chatting. I would like your feedback if these are kind of video ideas you're interested in. Are you cool or not? I mean, I'm gonna do it either way, but I'd like to hear if you guys would be excited for art stuff, or bullet journaling, or cooking, and then maybe kind of like little go with me around Seattle things. So maybe not like they wouldn't be like vlogs, because I'm not gonna talk at the camera because that makes me really uncomfortable. So I might just take you with me to like a farmer's market or stuff like that, or cool things in Seattle. And yeah, I'm basically gonna start making videos that I want to make and kind of just brand myself as Rebecca, and you get all the facets of Rebecca. And if you're like, I don't want to learn how to cook radish tops, who even picks radishes with the tops. Radish tops are delicious, and I really want to do a video on that because I think more people should eat their beet and radish tops. You can just skip it. I won't be offended. Let me know if there's any particular type of look you'd like to see, especially if it's like a quick look you want to see and it's like you're like, okay, I really want to wear teal, but show me how to put it on in 10 minutes or less, a teal look. That's the kind of content or the kind of challenge I'd like to see. Yeah, thanks so much for watching. See you later. Bye.